Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Lori and this is my place where I share all things planning, crafting, and Disney related. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for being a subscriber. I'm so glad to have you here. I am sharing a different video. I'm not going to be planning, crafting, or talking about Disney. I'm actually going to review with you a very cool event that I actually just got back from. I'm still wearing my shirt that says Crafty Teachers Change the World, and you kind of can't see it, but it says one cutie at a time. I am so excited that my friends and I were able to go to the Cricut Meet-N-Greet that they hosted here in San Antonio, Texas, and it was located at one of the new Michaels stores. So it was really fun to be able to walk into the new store, and there's nothing like a brand new store. And the Michaels store here on Petrinko in San Antonio is beautiful. It's a great location, and we were so excited to be able to visit. And so I want to give you a recap of the meet and greet. If you are able to get on the invitation list to attend one, I highly recommend it. It was a wonderful event, and we were really thrilled to be a part of an announcement that they made today, which if you are a part of the Cricut community, you probably already know about it. If you're not and you're learning about Cricut, then this is definitely the place for you to be, because my goal is to share with you some really cool things that you can do with your Cricut machine. And if you are being introduced to it, now's the time to do it, because they've come out with some really great tools, and they announced one of those today. So, you know, you're probably wondering, what was this event? Well, it was a free event that I found out about on Facebook. It was hosted by Ashish Arora, who's the CEO of Cricut, and it was also coordinated with Michaels. And I have to admit, I was really surprised that I got a ticket, because I signed up and then I texted one of my friends to let her know, and she wasn't able to get a ticket, or she wasn't able to get one for that morning. So it filled up so quickly. Apparently, you know, everybody's been talking about these events, and rightfully so, because it was a wonderful day. So it was hosted at Michaels, and they were demoing some of their new infusible ink that Cricut came out with. And so you got to see the ink, the totes, the shirts, the coasters, the markers, the ink itself. So you got to see what the final product could actually look like. And you also were able to meet Ashish, because they had the meet and greet portion there at Michaels. And you know, afterwards they also hosted a luncheon, and they did some giveaways and some demos. That's what they had promoted it as on Facebook. So as far as the actual event, I'm looking at my notes because I want to make sure I tell you everything. It was so, like, it's the end of the day and I'm so tired, but I needed to record this video because I had to make sure that I shared with you just how cool this was. We actually woke up so early. It didn't start officially until 9 o'clock. And of course, you know, we want to be there early. And so our plan was to get there around 7:30. We got there around 7:45. There was already a little bit of a line. Apparently, there was someone who stood in line starting at 6 o'clock in the morning. The very first person who got there at 6. So we had a little bit of a line, but it really wasn't that bad. We were probably one of the first 50 people. And so we were standing outside, and of course it's hot and humid in Texas, and Ashish was walking around greeting everyone. He is so friendly and personable, and honestly, he's very genuine. The way he comes across in his Facebook post, he's even more genuine in person, and I was really grateful to meet him. So he was walking around and talking to us, and because it was hot and because there was a line, they actually opened the doors early. So we were able to get in around 8:40. And so when we walked in, we were really excited because we all had the same shirts, me and a couple of my friends. And both the Michaels people and the Cricut people were like, "Oh my gosh, your shirts are so cute." And they, you know, took pictures of us in our shirts. And we were just really, you know, thankful that they enjoyed what we created. Literally at 9 o'clock at night last night, we kind of started texting each other, and we said we should probably have matching shirts. So I quickly designed this on Cricut, and that's one of the nice things about Cricut, is that, you know, these images are actually from Cricut Design Space. The cutie and the globe itself were from Cricut Design Space, and I used some just some fonts that they had and made it and shared it with my friends, and we were able to all have the same shirt today. So so we created our shirts. We were happy that they were well received, And we walked through Michaels. You were able to talk to some of the people from Cricut. They showed you the products. And see the store. If you wanted to shop, you could. And in fact, one of our friends who was there got on the phone with her husband. She's like, the Cricut is on, the Easy Press is on sale. Can I buy it? So we're all in the background trying to, you know, give the reasons why she needed it. And she eventually got the approval to purchase. So, you know, we left probably around 9:30, and there was still a line. And I'll insert some pictures so you can see what the line looked like. It was a pretty good line. So I'm glad that we got there early. And when we were able to meet with Ashish, we were able to take pictures with him, and he was so sincere, and he really truly stopped to talk to us for a little while, and he thanked us for being teachers, and he told us that he truly believed that teachers did change the world. And he, you know, just took the time to really chit chat with us, and it was just really nice. And when we left, of course, everyone got a little cutie, which I'm excited about. I've never had one. I've been meaning to purchase a Cricut mystery box to hopefully get one, but now I have my own little cutie, my own little Cricut cutie. So we left around 8:30. We headed over to the hotel that we knew was going to be at. The luncheon was going to start around 11:30. And we left at 9:30, so we got there early. We made new friends in line while we were waiting at Michael's, and then they actually, you know, we met up with them at the hotel. They ended up sitting at the table with us, so we have 2 new friends. And while we were waiting to get inside for the luncheon, we turned around and someone was asking questions. We just got into conversation with them, and we started talking because we're like, you look so familiar. How do we know each other? And it turns out that we went to the same college and graduated the same year, and we were both in Greek sororities, and so we're just reliving some of our college days, and we have friends in common, and we, you know, started tagging people on Facebook and taking pictures and saying, hey, look who we ran into. So, you know, it really aligned with what the vision and mission was that Ashish shared with us during the meet and greet, is in that he really wants Cricut and crafting with Cricut to be something that brings people together. And there was one moment where he actually asked us to just put down our silverware and just for the next 90 seconds really take in and listen and you know, just have a moment to really process a video that he shared. And it was a really beautiful video that just shared all the reasons why people craft with Cricut. And you know, it could be that you're a crafter for fun, or this is a side business, or you do it to spend time with your family. But ultimately, you know, crafting is about bringing, you know, joy, and about the item that you're actually making for someone else, and all of the love and emotion and the feeling that goes into it. And so it was really nice to see that video and to be sitting in a room with, you know, some of my girlfriends who I have known for years, and with some new friends. And it really is true. You know, this crafting community does bring people together. And then I kind of had, you know, after this like moment of nice emotion, and I'm all sentimental and, you know, getting teary-eyed, then I look over and I start geeking out because I realize that one of my favorite YouTubers is literally sitting across from me at my same table, and she is recording live. So Holly Mastella was actually there today, and she was demoing in the afternoon with some of the items, but she was live streaming with YouTube. So I should have known that something was up since Holly was there, but I didn't really, you know, think anything of it. So sitting in our front row table, because we did get VIP seating, like we just happened to get there first, and we grabbed some great seats right in the front. We were able to see the latest introduction to the Cricut Easy Press family, which is the Easy Press Mini. And if you are a YouTuber Cricut follower, then you've probably seen it all over Instagram and Facebook. It's really exciting, and I'll insert the video because we were actually sitting at the table, and Ashish said, you know, earlier they had told us leave one seat open, and so one seat was left open for someone from Cricut and from, you know, the company. And she came and she sat down and she put her handbag like right in the middle of the table, and we kind of looked at it like, okay, well that's where her handbag is, whatever. And when he announced it, he said, you know, we have the newest addition to our family right here in the handbag. And it was at our table. Like, we were the only table that had it. And so they picked up the handbag, and he opened the handbag, and out came the little mini, which really, like, it fits in the palm of your hand. I have some photos that I'll show you. So it's super small, and it's specifically made compact to, I'm reading my notes from the Cricut website. It's specifically made to work with unusually small or challenging heat transfer projects, such as shoes, hats, or stuffed animals. They showed hats, how you could like really get even right onto the brim of the hat because it is so small and it has a little edge. And in fact, you know, it replaces, I'm looking around to see if I can find it. I have a small little iron that I had, and I've used that for some projects, but it's just not the same. And Ashish really talks about the science and the engineering that goes into creating the heating elements in the heat press, how it's not a glorified iron because you know, an iron only has a specific temperature range, and with a Cricut Easy Press you are able to go you know, even higher and hotter than what a typical iron could do. So you're able to do so many more things and have some really quality product projects as a result of that. And with the Easy Press Mini, there's 3 settings for, you can use anything from the iron-on all the way to the infusible ink. It's so small it fits in your purse. It's going to be $69.99, and according to the website, it is supposed to be released September 6th, 2019. I believe they had told us in November, but hey, I'm going to go with September. And I will say that during the demos, I actually asked one of the gentlemen from Cricut if there was any chance that they were looking into creating a heat press for cups or mugs. And this is what I got. I actually got a possibly. So I'm taking that as a, yeah, keep your eyes open in the future. So I am keeping my fingers crossed for that because I think that would be a fantastic and really smart addition to the Cricut family. So we were able to go and actually see the mini press in action, see some of the infusible ink in action, and go and see Holly Mostella actually demoing it for us, which was super cool. And afterwards we went back into the ballroom and they did door prizes, and oh my gosh, it was so much fun to see everyone in the room so excited. Everyone received 5 tickets if you were posting on your social media, and you could win anything from a travel tote that had some infusible ink and some markers and things like that to a Cricut Explorer, and they were giving away Cricut makers, and there were some people who even got a heat press with the travel case and the mat that goes with it. I mean, they were really treating everyone well, and there were some people in the room who needed to buy a lotto ticket because there were at least 3 women who won 2 to 3 times each. I couldn't believe their luck. But it was really fun. It was a great day. It was so much fun, and I am so glad that I was able to get my name on the list because I know not everybody was able to, and if they are traveling to a city near you and you have received that invitation and you're thinking about whether you should go or not, sign up. Oh my gosh, it is a wonderful day. I know they do 2 sessions. They did a morning session and an afternoon session, so they're probably still there right now, if not finishing up. But it was a really fun day. It was a fun day with my girlfriends. It was a fun day with new friends. It was great to be in the room with the Cricut company and with Michaels, and I have to give a shout out to Michaels. Their employees were really, really nice and engaging, and it was just a really wonderful visit. So I hope that you are able to attend. If not, watch some people on YouTube and see some of the other events. If you have attended, what was your favorite part of the event? I mean, I don't know if I could stop and say I had a favorite part because all of it was so much fun. And if you attended, what was your experience? What were your takeaways? Thank you so much for spending your time with me. If you're already here at the end of the video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. But let me know if you like this format and I can share more with you. Thanks so much. Have a good one. Bye.
So you're welcome to take your cameras out. You can record a video, you can post it later. we're really excited to be announcing a brand new product here. And if we wanted to make sure if the rest of the Cricut community on Facebook or other channels don't hate you already, now they totally do. So as I talked about earlier today, actually guess what? The secret is sitting in a handbag right in the middle of the table.
What? Oh my God.
And actually, don't touch it. I have an authorized person. It's her purse, ma'am.
I mean, I was going to ask her first.
Anne-Marie is one of our senior leaders, marketing leaders. And can you grab me the handbag? This is actually my purse. I'm no sure. I'm very, very comfortable myself. Before this, just before this, I had my colleague Jeff holding it like, here's your handbag. Well, I have something here. I'm gonna just, for now, take it out without dropping it. So one of the things that we talked about was that we love this idea of bringing, what we did with the Easy Press, these large industrial heat presses and things that are bulky and sometimes not very safe, making them user-friendly, and we brought it to your desk. And just like computing, everything that goes in the desk ultimately gets in the palm of your hand. So I have this in my palm of my hand. This basically has all of the technology and the software that is on a heat press, or on the Easy Press. Introducing the Cricut Easy Press Mini. And if you're mesmerized by the product, you may want to look at the slide as well.